Hi guys,
Hello people.
I'm Milena
I'm Lola.
and we're watching The Wire episode 2 of
Season 2. Very excited. We watched episode 1 yesterday. So This is like pretty fresh.
I edited it yesterday, so
it was
like
fresher.
even more fresh.
Had time to like settle down to realize like what we are basically gonna go, what story we're gonna explore this season a bit more. Like we still don't know like fully. I think like this episode is gonna be a nice indicator because like the way that the first episode ended like took me off guard, really. I did not expect that bit at all, and so like it makes me wonder how that's gonna like now progress in episode 2.
Yeah, definitely. What I like while editing, let's say, not like what I figured out, but like what I am sensing is that maybe Frank is gonna be a very interesting character in my opinion. Like I maybe paid more attention while editing to him, let's say, and I have a feeling maybe that like we're gonna have his and Ziggy's and all of theirs backstories, you know, where let's say we could find out. I mean, it could go a completely different way. They didn't indicate anything, really. You know, it could go a way that he knew that they were girls, that, like, you know, stuff like that. But, like, that's not what I expect, because, like, he's gonna be kind of one of the new main characters in this season, at least, you know?
Yeah.
While we are on Marine Police.
I mean, he seems like he's gonna be likable, and, like, there's nothing that's gonna be likable to me if he was, like, aware of, like, trafficking people.
Yeah,
you know?
I would not expect that. What I expect is that maybe he turned, let's say, blind eye. Like, that he didn't know exactly. Maybe he suspected the drugs, but, like, it was never maybe even said to him, like, what type of exact... maybe even it was said.
I thought he just thought, like, drugs. Basically.
Yeah, that's
just, like, the middleman to... you know, move drugs and earn extra money for all the people on the dock. I mean, because everyone's in on it. You know?
And that's what I expect, especially because I think that, like, maybe, possibly, we're gonna have a backstory where they, like, let's say, grew up poor or something like that, where you can understand why he would cross lines.
Well, I mean, I think in a way it was what was mentioned in the previous episode, and like one of you guys also like pointed that out. Like I heard all of that, but I didn't necessarily, let's say, pay too much attention to it, because like when it's the first episode of a new series, it like takes a bit for things for me to realize what to pay attention to, if that makes sense. But like basically, I mean, they are like blue collar workers, and like they don't get paid enough, and that's what they said. Like they barely are able to make a living, and Frank was asking for them to, I guess, for the city to authorize money for them to dig up canal further so they can like get a bigger shipment, so they can like earn more money, and like that's not being put into place. They need money. It's kind of a, doesn't even have to be anything in their past. It is also in their present, you know?
Yeah. Possibly, but like I think it's all together.
Yeah, I mean, like they have been working here for a while.
Even more impactful that like they haven't had money, they don't have money, they need money. And we also know that like...
to see how he started that.
Yeah, and we also know that like he is the one who he at this point has money, because like he's doing what he's doing, and he did pay for the window in the church.
Yeah.
And Prez's father-in-law was shocked that he has that much money. And now they found that girls in one of the shipments, basically. So like we'll have to see how that's gonna progress. They're definitely gonna be
they're gonna start investigating them.
Exactly. They're gonna find out, but like what they did, it's illegal, so I don't know how responsible they are for what they did, you know? Like, are they gonna go to jail?
I mean, if
they
talk, I feel like if, let's say, Frank becomes an informant or something like that, I feel like he would get, you know, like anyone else who becomes an informant, because like they have honestly bigger fish to fry if someone asks me. Like, yes, definitely. They are just like, they're literally quite literally just the middleman receiving these shipments, and okay, like that's illegal and everything. But like if you give us information on the Greek or whatever, the one that's like distributing,
exactly,
that's like more important.
So that's what I expect.
Yeah.
to have in these next few episodes.
I'm sure Jimmy is gonna do what is not his job technically. He's gonna do the job of homicide / narcotics. This has, because it's drugs as well. Jimmy is just gonna put his nose where it's not. I don't know what the saying goes. Like where it's not its place, or something like that. And like that's
where it
Jimmy.
doesn't belong.
That's Jimmy, and like we love him for it.
I am also very excited for the group to be back together, but like I have a feeling that's not gonna be for a while. But like when that even the fact that it's not gonna be for a while, in my mind at least, it just means like it's gonna be even more impactful when they all find each other in the same room.
I would love like however long it takes if like we would have them in the same room like for whatever reason.
I definitely think it's gonna be this season.
I have no idea because I am expecting like kind of all of our guys to meet with each other in a way accidentally, was not accidentally, but like I don't know, like Jimmy with Daniels or something. Like I don't know how all of them would be in a room together.
Well, I honestly think that Case maybe in some case is gonna bring them back together. That's maybe what I expect. I mean,
someone said that it was not even about that someone took the evidence from the evidence room. Yeah. And like, yes, it makes sense actually. They just want to show like how incompetent the entire force is. But like, just because like I'm so used to shows having like if something like this happens, it has to have like a meaning, like a deeper meaning. But like for this show, like the meaning is showing you how the police department works and everything. Like,
which
it makes
sense.
Yeah, of course, it makes sense.
But like
that they
we were
literally
so dismissive
misplaced
of it.
No, I was like certain. Oh my god, someone did something. No, but like quite literally, they are incompetent. Yeah. If it was on their own, if this was evidence for Kima's shooting, they would be on it. It would be behind like a fucking glass and like just like in the center. But like it's someone that's called Gant. Do they care that much? Not really. I don't know. I'm very excited to watch this episode. I wanna get like deeper into this storyline. I feel like I'm gonna really like Frank. He seems, I don't know. He seems like the lovable type. He has that face, and like so far he has done, let's say, nothing for me to think that it's not gonna be that way. But also could change if I find out in this episode that he knew about the girls in the.
But like it doesn't seem like he was so shocked. In that last scene, like, I can't even imagine that, nor why would the writers write something like that, like, just makes more sense that, like, especially because I think he's gonna be the main guy.
Yeah,
new main guy.
Yeah.
So, like, why not make him at least likable?
Look, let's play. Collateral damage. The girls.
13 bodies, all female. 11 white, 2 Asian looking. So this is what, an accident?
Your air pipe's up top, crushed, probably during the offload. So yeah, accidental probably.
During the offload?
Right.
Air pipes crushed?
What's the plan with all this?
Is this your first death investigation, officer?
Yeah, first and onlyest.
I mean, you can see that in the last episode. It's the first one. She was,
she's working the dogs. Like she doesn't expect this. Sure, no. You expect drugs, illegal things being distributed, but like people,
dead people, no.
No one wants it.
If they were alive, they'd be illegals, and that would mean immigration. They're dead on Port Authority property, right? Yeah, that's a state thing.
Hey, if it's accidental, then it's just about IDs when he stole it, right?
Good enough for me, brother.
No reason to open a full case folder that I can see.
13 dead people.
No crime, no investigation.
Girl, someone named Jimmy is gonna approach you. I swear.
Somebody named Jimmy is gonna make it their problem.
How can you make it everyone's problem? I mean, I don't know what do they mean by this? Like, do they just think that the girls were trying to cross illegally into America? Like, what are they thinking here? That said crushed air pipes while unloading. I don't know how that while unloading from the boats, from the ships to the...
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? Like, what, they hit too hard and like their windpipes? I don't understand that part. How? They can chew you up, but they gotta spit you out.
No, anything you're gonna say, I already said this funeral.
You called him a Greek asshole? All I know is I got a can full of young girls suffocating to death on my docks. They fucking died in that can while this stupid son of a bitch sat there with his dick in his hands.
You're upset too.
Are you?
Okay, so you were supposed to...
They really seem like it.
So because you don't get the right message, these girls are dying on my docks. This is how it goes. On my docks, this happened.
It's a bigger problem that there are the girls dying at all. Were they on purposely sent?
So I didn't just shove them back in the stacks like I did, right? Why the fuck didn't you tell me what was in that motherfucking can?
Why were the girls in there?
Before you wanted to know nothing, now you ask. Guns.
That's something I expect that he doesn't want to know because he wants to turn a blind eye and not think about it.
Well, because like he does seem like a person who have a consciousness, so like it's better to not really ask questions. But like
But
if
that's
it is,
how you
if
have
it is
dead
people that
girls
are
in your
yeah, of
life.
course. I mean, he already feels guilt,
Give him a couple days, you know?
as if he's unreasonable. Like they're fucking 13
I don't
dead
even like
girls.
Nick.
Roberta won't even see us. String had to go to the lawyer up there. They say they have to be sure before they get back with us.
So they think I'm a motherfucking snitch?
They ain't saying they think it. They just don't know how the feds got to Roberta.
So we on the outside.
Maybe D, maybe D, but I don't know if D knows. So
Yeah. But you know what?
A friend in Atlanta.
I think we
From a
have.
milk shop.
Maybe it's gonna be connected.
That string fly down there tomorrow and meet him.
two Greeks.
No, I mean he's not snitching.
He on the J tier. You know what I mean? It's very difficult for me to get over that.
What is J tier?
He needs to be cared for, Avon. Promises were made. No, he took the 20. He ain't complaining, but he is carrying a lot of weight for this family.
And we keeping him close. D being cold toward me right now. He and this motherfucker trying to make adjustments and shit.
Adjustments.
You know damn well I ain't gonna let shit happen to him, right?
This seems like foreshadowing.
You got these
I'm just saying they're constantly mentioning that somebody tipped Roberto or
Yeah,
something.
they did. Yeah.
So like I think we have to know how that person, like is it
Yeah.
Homer or is it like Stringer and his new plan or something?
Well, he was in New York, so like Hallmark could be a thing.
Yeah.
Need some air in here.
Like we need to know the connection maybe. I hate watching people eat because like I'm hungry then always.
I don't like lobster, so I feel fine.
We need Omar, Jimmy. You see
Me too!
13 girls? Yeah, I heard about it.
See, on it. He's fucking on it.
I ain't got no case on Bird unless that crazy motherfucker Omar testifies.
He's not
Time
looking
you
for
should fuck
Omar.
love.
I say bring in Omar.
Me too.
What? They're stroking tickets on every fucking car.
What? Hello? Why are you doing this?
I didn't even recognize him.
It took me a second, but then I
Maybe
recognized.
because I can't.
visible?
Yeah, at the tow bar said hi.
We've been parking on the side of the building since the fucking ships had sailed. Come on, pal, what the fuck?
Is it because they bought the fucking thing in the church?
Who's your boss?
Oh my god.
Stan Valchek.
The district commander.
Is that the father-in-law?
That sawed-off piece of shit. Why the hell's he fucking with us?
Take it all the way to the mayor's office. I can't blame you. Leave me out of it.
You talk when I say you can.
Oh. Yeah. Interesting, I'm seeing him.
Still look pretty fucked up to me. You call him crazy. I ain't crazy.
Nah, you see they plastic. They got new motors and all, man.
God, I hate everyone so much. How can you like treat people like this? Like I could have the worst person alive and he has committed murders and everything, but like just like showing him so much cruelty, like that says so much about you, not the person that you're showing that to.
Kind of empty in here. You getting the message?
Message?
I had people working on a window for the nave up St. Casimir's since Easter.
Do you not
You know
have
that?
like more
I
important
took
things to
money
do?
from half a dozen different people. But here's the thing, Father Lou says he could take another window in the wreck on the second floor.
Good for you.
No, good for you, Frank. You don't want my finger in your eye.
What?
You better do what's right here.
What's right would be for you to come down here to my house like a decent human being and ask a common courtesy. My old man always said you were a half-assed punk over at Holy Redeemer as a kid. And my sister said you were a pain-in-the-ass pet. None of the girls would even look at you.
I wonder
Damn
why.
near everyone down the point said when you got your badge, it was too much for anybody named Valchek to have even a patrolman's drag. And sure enough, you've been an official asshole every day since.
Good for you, you tell him.
Fuck you! And your window!
Fucking window. Fucking window. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Right, son. I'm McNulty, City Marine Unit.
Beatrice Russell.
Got any IDs yet?
No visas or passports. Scraps of paper of her husband's make sex up. Russian alphabet or most of it.
Similar to our alphabet as well.
Jane Doe from near the bridge.
person report.
What do they say about Jimmy? He's like curious when he's not supposed to be or something.
We got 14 bedrolls and 13 bodies.
Or like cares when
Mine was a murder.
Murder.
So like the guy that was supposed to...
Looks better here.
That could be the guy they were
Murder in the
talking
water
about, the
did
Greeks.
yesterday out by the bridge. How did you have a murdered girl in the water and the rest of them were suffocating in a can at the tap scope?
Air pipe up top got crushed.
Oh, air pipe of the... Oh, okay. I thought they're air pipes.
Honestly, I thought
No,
the
I
air
thought like
pipe,
they're
but then
air pipes.
I understood why when you said air pipe, I was like, oh, that's called
I
air
thought that,
pipe.
and I was like, how the fuck could that be?
From the outside out.
Okay, makes sense now.
We were clawing at the wall for air. It's a political examination anyway.
Where's the air pipe?
That's the whole pipes up top.
Look,
What?
that look right to you?
What do you mean?
Looks
You
destroyed.
said you were at the Marine unit?
Yeah,
What does the Marine unit have to do with a bunch of dead girls in a can?
not a thing.
You can go to Father Lou, ask him to give Sabaka back his money and switch the windows, maybe.
Stash.
Let it go. Let it go.
The guy pays for a window, he gets a
Oh
window.
my god.
How the fuck's he get that kind of money in?
Now he's not like started asking questions because of this.
Exactly.
I mean, a whole IBS can't have 1,500 guys left in this town. 100 checkers.
They got the car ships coming in. That roll-on, roll-off cargo's keeping them afloat. This is real money we're talking.
You know what I think? I think Francis Sabaka's into some dirt.
Oh my god, he's not like do his job because of petty reasons.
See if it's crushed by another container. Should have been one single movement. Maybe two if something shifts and then shifts back again. This looks like someone's been pounded on it in a bunch of spots.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. I mean, it's the guy. There's the only...
It wasn't an accident.
Congratulations.
You know, it personally offends me that anybody would reach down past you to elevate
Oh my god,
some
he's
criminal
shameless.
just because
He's
he happens to
shameless.
be white. You know what
Shameless.
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get on the phone and call my friends at the hall. That'll bring the first district in line.
It's very kind. And what, if anything, is there that I can do for you, Major Valchek?
Funny you should ask. I need a detail. CID people mostly, though I could spare some bodies out of my district too. I got some guys in the southeast that are showing a lot of money. Frank Sabaka, you heard the name?
No. What's he to you, Stan?
He's an asshole.
Rawls will pick him.
Cedric, I shouldn't have brought it up again. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm just saying you have to be realistic. You did what you did, and now you are where you are. Look, you've got the law degree. And with the police experience, half a dozen firms would think you're a prize. You've got options.
Well, they're not going anywhere. You should be fucking proud of yourself. You're working in a basin for doing a good job.
He liked them railroad ships. Nah, it's like this. Yo, Zig, you working today?
Nope, came down here to have breakfast with you duper-faced fucks. Most important goddamn meal on a goddamn day, right? And you know what? Bottoms up, you ugly horse.
I always hate a raw eggs. What do you do?
You know White Mike from down Curtis Bay? He's gonna stake me to a package. Dope, Yankee, dope.
I got work today, Sid.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make as much money not working. You see what I'm saying? I want you to come in. You bring in all the cash as money down, my man might give us a bigger package. We turn around and both get paid.
This is what I mean when like I feel like he's gonna just do something that is gonna like fuck something up.
Come on, man.
Oh, that right with you?
What's up?
DWI checkpoint. Spotted the car for a breathalyzer.
I mean, all of them have.
It's 8 in the goddamn morning. What the fuck gets drunk at 8 in the morning?
What was your breakfast?
Bill, I'm not arguing that the jurisdiction's not technically ours, but they're not equipped for a death investigation. I mean, you dump 13 bodies on them, you're dumping them on us.
Robbie, I have fought and scratched and clawed for 4 months to get my clearance rate up above 50%. And right now it stands at exactly 51.6%.
Not to know what my clearance rate will be if I take 13 whodunits off your hands.
39.4%. We did not get to be colonel by being complete fucking idiots, right? You look like you need
I
to
can
come
only laugh at him at this point. Like, I can really only laugh at him. Can't even be annoyed at this point. My clearance rate is at this much percent.
Hi.
I will promise you that by the end of the show, Jimmy's gonna figure it out. Might as well take those bodies.
Oh, end of this episode?
And there's a season.
Okay.
Like, I'm sure it's gonna be like a season thing.
Hopefully. He's a god. He doesn't have to do anything. I'm shocked.
Oh my god.
I get surprised every single time.
Ah, is that my boy?
Oh, I don't even.
Oh yeah, no, my boy. I'm like literally like searching for him, you know what I mean?
Fuck with my fish though, hey man, he ain't have to go there, man.
What's up with this motherfucker?
You remember LaDante?
We did that?
Alright, Tillman was LaDante's cousin and such. He found out I ate the charge. He busted my chops.
You need a scorecard to keep up with your lethal ass.
But Avon, he fixing to stay in my shit.
I'm gonna talk to him, right? I seen him around.
JT.
All these CEOs
That's
is
where-
fronting this shit. You got the guards bringing your meals in. This punk motherfucker Tillman running around acting righteous. But he bringing shit in here steady slinging on the side.
The city won't take it. That's Port Authority property.
The most likable thing about Weebay are
So
his
someone's jail
fishes.
the price.
Literally.
Case needs real murder police.
This is about fucking over your boss?
Well, if they don't need the cases, then you will. First of all, how big was the false compartment?
Jimmy, he is like him.
13 by
He's so
7
funny.
by 7.
He's a doctor.
The State Bureau of Mines.
Mines?
Mines.
Mines.
I was telling you I was wondering if I could parlay with you for a moment.
Barksdale, right?
Yeah. Listen, I don't know if you can...
No.
Pardon?
I said no.
Well, why do I have a feeling you're gonna end up dead now?
You can get shit. God, Jimmy, you're so funny. Everyone's gonna fucking hate you.
You're deep into somebody's shit, McNulty. I can tell.
He's come alive.
This is bullshit.
Those computations were checked and confirmed by the medical examiner's office. They're accurate for time of death within a 3-hour window. Your own man in the city Marine unit did the measurements on the container.
I happen to know my man in the Marine unit intimately, and he's without a doubt the most swollen asshole in American law enforcement. I am not eating 13 murders. No, sir.
39.4%.
They were already dead when the container hit the dock, and they were murdered on board ship. That means Baltimore County or Anne Arundel on the other side of the bridge. This is not a city problem.
Bill, you look like you could use a good cup of coffee.
I would just bring him back. Honestly.
And like force him to work those 13 murders that you made us think. I feel like Lester would appreciate this though. Not appreciate it, but like he
Like,
can do
no,
it. He can
14
handle
Jane
it.
Does.
Yeah. Jane Doe, Jane Doe. God, Ziggy, I don't know. I feel like don't do anything, honestly. It doesn't seem safe.
No, why? I thought we was friends. Did you fuck up the last 2 packages? No? Take a walk, my friend.
How did you fuck up 2 packages? What does that mean?
That thing in Atlanta settled for now. So we got that.
His name is Tillman.
What the fuck are you gonna do?
He's literally gonna die.
You need to get with Dee's girl. I would bring that youngin' down here regular. She need to step up and do her fucking part.
20 years.
How's Dee taking it? You're not out of reach or nothing like that, right? Nah.
I mean, he's lying. Is he
Yeah.
not?
Straight family, man.
Oh my god, Stringer's gonna have him killed.
Every member of the Dare family you gave the call.
The look on Jay Lance was fascinating.
Oh, I swear to God, the man stayed in his office all day.
Motherfucker, you're outdone yourself this time. Shit.
You ain't never coming back from this, you know that.
Lester, what the fuck can they do to me? They haven't done. I'm riding that goddamn boat.
11 more years worth of bullshit they throw at you.
Put in my papers, take the pension and walk. Fuck it. Chew you up, they gotta spit you back out.
Hey, man, well, what the fuck was this all about anyway? Jerking us around on the way to work. It's a beef I got with a police boss. Charlie Valchek's little piss-hand brother.
Boy, you gotta get that taken care of, man. I mean, this shit is out of hand.
Oh, I'm gonna take care of it.
Hey, young
You have to give up on the window.
I literally don't know how you... Yeah, you can only give up on the window because like they're gonna come after you.
Wants a war, he's got one.
I feel like we should pick and choose our battles.
Must be tough anyway.
Like, it's not fair. You should not. The second they install that window, I am going into the church and breaking it.
Yeah.
I do not care.
You 2 winners are on the Jane Does.
What? Hey, we're not on Jay. We got that double with Pimlico last week.
Negative rate.
They were just laughing about this.
I
But
mean,
the thing is,
you have a chance.
all the 13, technically 14, are connected to one thing. So, like, if you figure it out, all 13 are done. So technically, like, just one thing to solve. Oh.
Last night you're too drunk to fuck. Today you're too hungover. You're a child, McNulty.
How?
Show up at my door at 2 a.m. again without invitation. I will call the cops.
Why would you want to do that?
Am I your girlfriend? No. Your wife? No. Your soulmate? No. What the fuck am I, Jimmy?
Why not a girlfriend?
We're good together.
I don't think he is capable for a relationship, girl. So, like, I would not even try that.
Answer the question.
I've been pretty honest with you. My wife wants to put it back together again. I'm gonna go for it, right?
Did he say my wife wants to, or like if she would want to? Like, I am.
Sounded like my wife wants, so I need to put an effort. If this is an effort.
God, Jimmy. I don't know who you are and know what you're about to do.
Are we fucking... Is this the boar?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, this is not... What?
We are not
we're
doing...
tuning
Oh,
up.
okay. I thought he was like doing something to the brakes.
Yeah,
I was
me
like,
too.
that's too
like,
far.
Exactly. But like this white man.
Yeah, but like he saw something that was in, I didn't see what was in.
Okay.
Look, my boys.
The police department would have an elevator.
If I had to put someone on the case, I would put you on the case.
It was city homicide. You must know Jimmy McNulty.
Yeah, he's dead to us.
And they laughed about it like 12 hours ago.
Gentlemen, make yourselves at home.
I've seen worse.
Please by the highway authority, but we can use it for an offsite. It's my district investigator, Roland Prespeluski.
So he is the one
Anything you need from me,
on this
you go
case.
to him. The target is Frank Sabaka. And anyone Frank Sabaka does is dirt to me. Roland will fill you in on the details.
Of all the things he could have given
So
you.
who signs the overtime slips?
He is not on the field with a gun.
I do good work on it.
The last episode he says that he thinks that he...
Shut up his car, yeah.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah.
Finishing touch, boys.
Oh,
God, I think he's going against you much.
This is the thing, like you are going against him, but like
Right.
the law is not
On your side.
no, because like they are the law, so they determine what is law, and so like even if they do something unlawful,
Yes, sir, no problem.
it doesn't matter. So like
But
the
still,
thing that
Frank
you're
is-
fighting for, like you are correct, Frank. Like I wish that this would like make sense, but like you can't fight it. But who are you? Like he showed like he has some clearance, but he does not. He looks like a criminal.
This one.
Not the one that was like
That's
he showed.
Sergio.
That's Sergio?
What's his name?
Is it? Oh, so that was the guy that was supposed to contact them.
Oh
my god, what is happening?
Did you just now recognize?
Yes, I can't see anything! He looks... I mean, he grew his hair. My boy, you're doing drugs.
How you doing?
Alright. Yeah? Then you're gonna need to talk.
Oh no, it's the police.
Who's on board?
I can't see! Oh my god, am I blind? I just saw a car and people exiting from her. What the fuck was I supposed to do?
But like, I recognize every single one of
Anybody
them.
speak English?
What you're asking them about? I gotta tell you, every day that you hold us costs a shipping agent $100,000. The Atlantic Light is a huge enterprise.
The Atlantic Light is a crime scene.
Just how they think which cost of this one. There's 13 dead girls.
I'm not the one getting my ass kicked.
Ah, okay.
The jump when they found out the Coast Guard was gonna hold the ship.
Who is he?
You don't know nothing.
But you kept hitting him anyway. Get his clothes. Tell me what happened to the girls. What do you speak?
Anglica.
Are they supposed to be translating this to us because like what?
They're not translated.
Oh, okay.
Your hook on your nose.
I don't know nothing about
You
it.
know. And you're going to tell me about it.
After that, you're done. I give you my word.
Yeah, but like done like isn't it
Like
in this
that.
world like dead?
That's how it sounded to
Pop the
me.
can to let him take a bath. Get some fresh air.
Okay.
These girls, they look pretty good. I mean, that cash to spend. I admit it, I saw chance for business, but that was all. Una putana decided she doesn't want to be a putana no more. This one
The
guy
dead
got
one.
rough with her.
Okay, that's
The word died.
the first one.
The others one saw. I didn't know what to do.
You killed one, then you killed them all.
No, that was another man. The one girl. They saw, they knew.
Relax. I gave you my word. Anyway, there'll be other girls. Oh, this one. No fingerprints. No face.
Fingerprints, no face.
Does?
What the fuck?
God, oh my god, it's over? What?
If you didn't said next episode, I like would never guess.
Is it over already?
Yeah, it honestly went on really fast. Yeah. This episode went by so fast. Honestly,
I didn't think it all was gonna.
Yeah, I mean, again, the story is developing, and I don't know. Somehow, I didn't feel like it was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Where do we start? Let's start with our boy Jimmy continuing to do what he does best, and that is fuck with his bosses.
He is so funny to me.
I mean, honestly, the whole part around him in this episode was, in my opinion, hilarious. I mean, the most hilarious part was his death was. That's by far most hilarious part, honestly.
I mean, everything, the background of it and everything, the motivations of it, everything's fucked up. Like, it's all so wrong. But, you can only laugh at the whole situation that he's putting them in. Like, first, it's not like Jimmy is doing this, these cases because, he feels for these girls.
No.
And, no.
He's
he
not
does
doing
these
it.
cases because, he likes the job. He likes to figure things out. And, by default, things get done. Again, technically, he is doing right things for maybe wrong reasons.
Definitely might be in wrong reasons. Yeah. Because, he's also likes to fuck with his bosses. Mm-hmm. He also likes to fucks with them. And I think that is, yes, he is interested and he is curious, but at the same time he doesn't care, in my opinion, if somebody is gonna solve these cases, on which side is gonna fall, because he knows the business and he knows how it is.
Yeah.
And he knows what role is gonna feel after he gets these cases. Because his percentage rate is gonna fall from 50 now 51 to 39,
Yeah, I mean, I can't.
Which is I don't know what to say about that. How is that even possible? Is that really how it's going on?
I think some things we have just accepted, and roles has been him since the beginning, and now I can just laugh at him. Everything is wrong and everything is concerning, but we have done this so many times by now that now I'm only laughing at these things.
Because we realize that everybody, whatever they're doing, they're just searching for careers. They're just looking up for their backs, basically.
I mean, when you think about the whole thing was very fucking dark. They're talking there's 14 dead girls. There's fucking 14 dead girls, and in the beginning they're talking about it so coldly. If something did, then they would be illegals, and if not, they're cargo. And that's such a humanless way to talk about people. It shocks me. It shocks me that so many of them just act so uncaringly.
And I guess you become indifferent to it, especially in the environment that you are in. Let's say.
Yeah.
I think even because for the people who want to do their job, who are interested in doing their job, who are good at this, they can't go far.
Yeah.
We've seen that with Jimmy. We've seen that with Daniels.
Yeah.
They are all demoted.
Yeah.
To lower and worse positions that they've been in. Let's say Daniels. He's working in a basement job that he doesn't like to do.
Yeah.
And yes, he did the right thing. And yes, I was so proud of him, and he should be proud of him, and his wife should be proud of him. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a job that he likes to do, that he enjoys, that inspires him.
Yeah.
That he is good at, you know?
Yeah.
So like what did it actually bring him?
Yeah.
So I can understand how many of them could fall down this pattern because of the environment that they work in, which is fucking horrible.
Yeah, I mean, the whole environment is literally built up on people wanting to get as high up as they can and like solving their personal vendettas using like the power that they have, because like right now they're about to investigate.
But it's a fucking wrong business to do that.
Yeah, I mean, they're about to fucking investigate Frank, who yes is like doing illegal things, but like they're gonna investigate him just because like he annoyed this one person because like he bought the window
exactly
spot. Like
because,
that's what they're about to do their job.
Yeah, exactly, because technically he should be investigated.
Yeah, sure.
Because with him they could maybe caught the rest of the guys.
Yeah,
you know. And like you said, they have bigger fishes to catch, to fry. Yeah. But no, their motivation didn't stand from that. Didn't start because of that. Their motivation because he bought a fucking window in the church.
Yeah.
On the first floor. And nobody wants to take the second one.
Yeah.
You know?
As petty a reason as any that you've ever heard. Like, literally, are you fucking kidding me? A window in a church. Like, calm yourself. Just like, place it whatever. Does it really matter that much? I mean, maybe to them. They have not. Definitely. They apparently have
but
nothing.
But they have nothing more important than you.
Oh my god! And like, he is literally like the major police, whatever mayor. I don't know what major is the title. Like, imagine, like that is the thing that he spends his like time thinking about and like using resources.
And he made this team. He put together this team.
Yes, with Perez in charge.
Yeah, with Perez in charge.
Yeah.
And the other guy who also was in the first, who went to medical for drinking.
Now we're here.
And
they're gonna investigate Frank, who again is doing illegal things. But like, again, like, God, if you want to solve so many issues, like, go to the root of it. Why have they stepped out of line to do these things? Is it perhaps that they are not paid a living wage, that they now have to step outside and try to do something else to earn money? Is that perhaps a problem? Not only in this case, but in like so many cases where people are just not paid enough and they have to step out of, let's say, bounds and do things like that. Because like, what if they were paid enough, if they were taken care of, if they had like safety and security and everything in the job, why the fuck would they ever like accept this? Like, someone comes to them and is like, work for us and like we will give you money on the side. No, they would not have any need to, but they do. So like, if this world could address the larger issues at hand, things like these would happen less often.
But at the same time, I think I would be fine with them investigating Frank if they were searching for the ones who are selling girls, who are selling drugs.
No, yeah,
I would be completely up for it. And use Frank in the meantime, because he is, at the end of the day, he is the one who is getting money to allow that to happen, to help that transaction to happen, you know?
Yeah.
So like, I would be completely fine with that. I would support that, you know?
Yeah.
But the reason they just want to get to Frank.
Yeah.
Because he bought a fucking window. And all they did in this episode, they sent units. One of our guys that we had in first season. Carver, I was about to say priest from The Walking Dead. They sent units just to first put tickets on their cars. And second because like, I guess they know they're drinking, because that is something
like
expected,
in their culture or whatever,
for breath analysis or whatever to get them, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like petty reasons. Again, like, yes, sure, they should be investigating these things and everything. Like, I'm not talking about it in like the police level. I'm talking about it in the country, like the country fucking level. Like, what should, like, in an ideal world, how things should look, but like nothing is done as it should be done, and like of course the police doesn't care and like care about, like there were again like all of it was like people like Rolls and the rest in whatever jurisdictions they are, like basically fighting over who gets 13 bodies.
I mean,
like,
who doesn't get
who doesn't get, yes, like no one wanted it. And again, just like speaking about it in like in that type of a manner, that like that the only thing that matters to you basically is that like you hold up a good percentage, and like that's what matters to you, because like that's what people above you are looking at. Like no one is looking at how you actually do your job. Like they really do not care if you are gonna just like find the, let's say, the suspect that is most likely to have done it, even though like there is no evidence. But like it's a story of old as time. Like then they plant evidence, so they will just like convict anyone. Like they don't care if justice is served, just they care about their numbers and that the case gets done, which is a complete backwards way of solving anything, because like it doesn't solve anything, you know. And like it's a whole system of corruption and failure, and nothing works, and it's just, you know, like it's the same thing with season 1. It's gonna be the same thing for the next 3 seasons that we watch.
I just think that like we're gonna see more different topics on different places, you know.
Because like right now we are touching up, like with Frank, we're touching up on they have a labor union, and I think Frank is the one that's like, I guess, in charge of it. Yeah. They're touching up on that subject and sort of like that blue collar work. Again, he is in this position because like they are not taken care of. So like that is like one of the subjects that we are touching up on in this season. Like we are not necessarily now with the drugs as much. I mean, sure, they are like in a way transporting. I mean, I'm not even fucking sure what they are transporting. Like they didn't say, like Frank, like they said to Frank, which is like correct. The Greek guy, but not the Greek, was like saying to Frank, like, first you didn't want to know, so like why do you want to know now? Like you were content with basically with ignorance is bliss. Like I don't know, so like I'm not gonna ask too many questions because like I also benefit from this. Like we receive money from that, and that is a mistake on his part, because like he would have treated it differently if he knew that there was like also people in the shipments, you know.
Yeah, but like that was, in my opinion, a wake up in some ways, wake up call from him, because like maybe in the beginning shipments weren't people, you know. Yeah. Maybe like the first shipment was drugs, maybe the first shipment was guns, maybe, you know.
I mean, the way that they spoke about it, I think there was like always girls as well, because like they said like
I think so as well, but like maybe
something like 4 million down the drain.
Yeah, I think so as well. Just like maybe he didn't thought of it.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, with everything, with all the possibilities, he chose not to think of it.
Yeah.
Because it was easier for him, because he would get paid, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think this was, I mean, we saw in his reaction that he is not okay with this, which I'm happy about.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, like so far we don't know about the Greeks working with anything other than girls.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see any drugs. I didn't see
but
any
like
guns.
he said, but like he said it more ironically.
I mean, he said every fucking thing they could possibly, let's say, illegally bring in.
Yeah.
And like what we have seen is that they're bringing in girls, like talking about how like there's 13 of them dead, and there was like 250 for like that they could earn that much money or whatever. So like that's what I think that's the type of like work that they are doing, which is horrifying to me. I mean, that is very scary.
Yeah, but like I'm wondering how this is gonna affect Frank, because like technically he could have been involved with that thousands times so far.
Yeah.
You know, 100 times so far. I don't know how long he's been doing this, you know?
Yeah.
How many girls he has been middleman for shipping, you know? So like I'm wondering how does that affect him?
I mean,
because he did say like I want to know if there is anything breathing in it.
No, I mean I think it affects him. I don't think now that he is gonna be like, yeah, sure, next shipment whenever it comes.
Yeah.
Like it's a difficult thing, because like it's not just like him. A lot of his like workers are also relying on this, let's say, wage. But like when it's this type of money, like what?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
in my opinion, he could be very interesting character. I just
Yeah.
need more at this point.
I mean, we have only like scratched the
yeah,
surface
we'll literally
and
just
barely.
yeah.
We really know
Just depends on
little.
of his reactions and how he feels about things is how much I'm gonna let's say care for him or like him or whatever.
Yeah, they have like told us sort of, I guess, what happened on the boat. They like let the girls out so they would like get some air and whatever, and then I don't know, they said like the guys on the ship, like the second he said that, like you kind of knew where it was going, and he said that one guy basically killed, I guess, the first girl that we saw
because she didn't want to do that.
He said like something along the lines like one whore didn't want to be a whore anymore, something like
that. And so he killed her, and I guess that's the girl who was in the water.
Yeah.
And the rest of the girls saw, and I guess that's why he killed them as well.
Yeah, like
because
all of
like
them.
he closed their air pipe basically so that they wouldn't have any air.
Just fucking right.
Yeah.
And like this seems like
they said something that you can see marks that they fought for air and stuff like that.
This is horrific. Like this is a whole other ball game.
And they did kill one guy that like Reeks talked to the one they found, and they did kill him at the end, but like he said the other guy is the one who did that.
Yeah, which I mean he could be lying, like we don't know now.
I don't know, in that moment like didn't seem like he was lying, seemed like there was another guy, you know, but like he could be. Not like I should believe him.
Yeah, I mean I don't know.
I mean it doesn't matter. It doesn't
no,
change anything.
I mean no, it doesn't. Like we're really dealing with awful people, like differently than in season 1. I mean there was also bad, but like I don't know, like it was easier to stomach, I think, drugs.
It wasn't just drugs, it was murders as well.
Yes, but like
murders.
let's say in the core of it was drugs, and then the murders were committed to be able to continue with the work.
Exactly.
Like again, all the things are bad, but like in different ways.
Yeah, I agree.
And like, you know, just like taking 13 girls and like cutting off their air to kill them. Horrifying. Selling girls. Yeah, like this is
like it's completely different level, because yes, some of them did kill people in the drug business. Most of the times it was around drugs, sometimes it was not, let's say. But at the same time, we were more involved with kids, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And those are the things that like the show in some ways concentrated at. We had our guys that like, let's say, had their redeemable qualities, where here people who sell and traffic other humans can't have anything redeemable for me. I mean, like, they are still not the main guys. The main guy is Frank and the people who are there. At least that's how I see it, and I think that's what we're gonna deal with, you know.
Yeah.
Which is again, there is much redeemable about them, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't even know what exactly they were doing.
Yeah.
Where, in my opinion, his nephew, I can say that this episode I saw that he minded. That they were people.
It seemed to me like he was trying to like keep the peace to so like be able to continue this work, even though like there's like 13 dead bodies.
Yeah.
You know? So like there's some type of priority there.
Yeah.
And
definitely,
like if I like I'm gonna struggle with like having some type of like empathy if you're okay with like trafficking humans. It was very different. Like when we were in season 1, and a lot of the kids that we followed, everyone's kind of trapped by their own circumstances and in dealing drugs and everything, and like you understand how it can develop to like much worse things and like becoming like maybe Weebay or Bird. But like I always separated Weebay from like the rest of them. Weebay is a sociopath. So, like he can kill people left and right and not blink. There's not much redeeming to me about Weebay. Like the only thing redeeming to me is his fishes.
Yeah.
Like that's nice. Like he cares about fishes. How nice. Like if you only cared about human life, like you care about fishes, then like we could talk about it, you know? And so like it seems like these people right now could be on the same, like you cannot fucking traffic human fucking life and like not be sociopathic. Like this is not how, you know, like this is gonna be rough. Like it's gonna be hard to find something redeeming here.
No, yeah, I don't know about Nick. That's how it seemed, at least in this episode, to me.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know.
Where we saw in Frank's reaction that he wasn't fine with that.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So I'm interested in.
I just don't like. They have stolen the police's whatever van that had some things in it that didn't quite see what it had and like how important it was, but they like stole it and everything to like get back in them, and that's like all fine and well, but like you do realize, maybe you don't, but like they're gonna start looking into you and you're doing an illegal thing.
That's what I want to say.
So,
like
you would think they would keep a bit of a low key.
Yeah, to me it's funny how Frank is like, oh, let's go to war, when you're the one who is doing illegal things, who can end up in fucking jail for what you're doing. War. Exactly.
Like,
does he not realize that, like, how serious, let's say, and petty this one is? I mean, I would realize that considering what he has done in, let's say, these 2 days. Like, he came to you and to ask you, did you receive his message, you know?
Yeah.
And it's all good and great that, like, he said everything in his face. I really support that.
Yeah.
But, like, what he's doing right now can bring only problems to him. I don't know how he does not realize that, you know, like that, like it's gonna just be worse for him.
Yeah, because like
and for his people as well, not just him, you know.
Yeah, because like he is part of the police, and they're like as much criminals, worse criminals than like you guys are, because like they hold more power, and like it's not like the law is ever gonna come down at them, but like they can make the law come down at you. So like I feel like this is dangerous for you to do, considering that like they could start looking on you as they're about to. Like sure, like they should, like in an ideal world, like you're cracking down on things, but also like again, in an ideal world, people will not be forced to do things like that to be able to like have a living wage, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's gonna be happening there.
Me neither.
Like we are really dealing with a lot of different things right now than in season 1, and like we are having a bit of like we have seen a lot of Avon in this episode as well, and like yeah, we saw him for a second, and like we have heard that like he is kind of not really necessarily speaking to Avon, but like not really, let's say, close to him. He has shut down from him, and like so Avon keeps telling String kind of that like he's fine, he's family, and I don't think String is buying that everything is fine, and like it comes down to the same thing that we were like fearful of in season 1, that like last scene with the Stringer and Dee that we saw, and the way that String was looking at him. I think String sees Dee as a liability, and like if he is liability, that, you know, because like we still don't know how Roberto has like gotten into trouble. Like it could be Omar. It's because like Omar's in New York. Like that's the only thing I connect. But like could be different things. I don't know.
Yeah, but like if String is gonna do something like that, he's not gonna leave any evidence that it's him.
Yeah.
That it came from him. And Dean seems to me very sad. He did drugs, but okay, that's fine. But like he seems very sad, and that's something I would expect, or at least I should expect, because like just before he accepted those 20 years, he was talking about going away, starting over, starting maybe free, you know?
Yeah.
All those possibilities that he didn't have in life that he could potentially have, and at the end he chose family, you know? So like he's now stuck here for 20 years of his life.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't know.
It definitely seems like he's potentially gonna die.
Yeah.
At least that's how it.
We're gonna see how it goes. Like there's this little, let's say, storyline that we started in jail with this officer, something on T, that like went into Weebei's room and like was very rough, and like God, I hate them all.
Yeah,
like I really fucking hate them all. Like I cannot believe that like it is allowed. Like he had someone, like his nephew or someone is Weebei killed them or like roughed them up. I wasn't so quite sure which one of the two. I think killed. Like Weebei killed someone that the officer had some type of relation with. First, I cannot believe that like you would allow an officer that has someone in that jail that like harmed him personally, have him be able to be there. Like there's like a conflict of interest there, you know what I mean? It's like you can't have a surgeon operating on their family member. Like it's, I mean, what am I like talking about? Like how things should work? Like things don't work that way. So like, I mean, from the get-go, I am not on the side of anyone. And that police officer and the other one, they were like going to the room and just like completely stripping it and destroying it. Like Weebay can be the worst person possible, and I really have no like necessarily warm feelings to him. But like, again, treating people in such a manner that is so like dehumanizing just tells me more about you. Like I can't believe, like, you can have the worst person possible. Like I always talk about the episode of season 2, I think episode 2, White Bear, is that what it was called, from Black Mirror? Like you had a person that was fucking horrible and like harmed a child, and then like you have regular people who are sitting here and looking at her being like mentally tortured and enjoying it. Like that is concerning for you people who are watching this and can have like pleasure on someone's pain, no matter how awful they are. Just like that to me is incredibly, like, it's just concerning. It's just concerning that you're able to like go into that mental space. And that police officer is,
I mean, in my opinion, it just shows you, and I am happy that it shows it the way it is, the way that like prisons in America function.
Yeah.
They don't treat prisoners as humans at all. There is no even way for those prisoners to become anything else in an environment that they live in constantly. So
yeah, and
it just like it shows it how it is.
Yeah, and like I'm not quite sure how Weebay, did I miss something? I'm not quite sure how, I don't know if Avon is just moving around because like he is allowed, because like, you know, he is paying off all the police officers, but like, should it not be, they said that D is on J level or whatever. Like I'm gonna assume you have to be on different levels, like depending on what your crime is, because sense. Avon's crime is possession, distribution, whatever, and like Weebay's crime is like for life, he killed so many people. How are they in the same place? That like that's weird. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's some hole
I don't
in
know.
the plot.
I don't know. I don't know. Or like, I mean, maybe,
or just like,
or like he has connections, so he like moved him in something like less.
Weebay.
Moved Weebay. Avon has connections and moved Weebay.
But like, why wouldn't he move D then? It would be makes some more sense to move D than Weebay.
But like, what is D in jail for?
20 years, still less than like, Weebay.
Yeah, but like he will only need to move Weebay because Weebay will be the only one that will be on something else because he's in for murder.
So he's here on the same level.
I don't know.
Why? But like maybe nobody's in different level. It's just like this block and this block.
Shouldn't that? Is that not how it's supposed to work? I mean, I don't know actually.
I don't think so.
Because like, you know, there's like maximum security prisons. There's like not maximum security prisons depending on crimes. Like, you're not gonna put a serial killer next to a cell to a guy that was like dealing drugs and got 3 years, I think. You know what I mean?
I don't think that that is the case always. Again, basing it off on stuff I saw.
I mean, there is like, again, a lot of things to be said about, you know, how,
maybe
how much people get put into jail for it so little.
Maybe it is sometimes like that in some states.
Maybe.
But I don't think that's always like that, because like I heard cases where like a girl who was selling drugs was in a cell with girls who killed, let's say, her husband or something like that. Maybe. And in the other shows I watched, I don't know how reliable that is, you know?
I don't know. I don't even know how we started this. I don't know why it doesn't even matter. But like now they want to basically get some type of, let's say, revenge. I don't know how to call it, but like for officer who like even ignored, like even was like trying to speak to him or whatever, and like he did not want to listen to him, and like I feel like that was for Avon shocking, because like even in fucking jail, Avon is sort of like roaming around freely. You know, like people are getting him food and everything, and the officers are all getting paid. Of course, I mean, he's like, you know, he is important. He has money. He can do that. And like suddenly, this one was not listening to him, and so I don't know what they're gonna try to do to him. I don't know if they're gonna like beat him up as a warning, or if they're like gonna go all the way and kill him. I feel like that would be too much.
I know, I definitely can see that. I definitely think that's a possibility. I would not be surprised the way he talked to also String about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me it seemed that way. I don't know if it's gonna continue, if it's gonna actually be that, but like it seems like they're gonna kill him.
I don't know.
That's how it seemed like to me.
I don't know. That's another thing that we're following. Another storyline that we're following, like a bit in jail, is that now Bunk and Lester have 13, 14 Jane Does. And just how the cards fell, boys.
Yeah. That's how it happened. I'm interested to see how the case is gonna be resolved. Is Jimmy gonna want to meddle a bit more? Is his curiosity gonna win? You know, that like he's gonna want to see this through with them in some ways, even though he's not allowed, you know?
I mean, he is definitely.
So like
he is definitely
that's
gonna prod and meddle into
that's
it.
What that's what I'm interested in to see.
An asshole is such an appropriate term for him. Truly.
Yeah.
I don't know, like you I just like it's endearing. He like there's I don't know, I have accepted him as he is, a flawed human who needs so much therapy, so much help. Like the girl, the lawyer or whatever girl, for love of God, like some self-respect. Like what do you mean? Like what are we? Do not come close to him. Like everyone deserves better than being in a relationship with him.
I mean, I would like to see how his character progresses.
I mean, I would love him to get therapy. That would be great.
Or something, because I don't want him to stay like this.
Yeah.
You know? I want some progression.
But we'll see if that happens.
I mean, I definitely think it will at some point.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe.
But we'll see. We'll see when and how. Okay, guys.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye. Bye.